Hello and welcome back to another Zeta Team project. Hayes here. Today we'll learn some AE2 basics and mechanics by setting up a passive subnet with limited storage. Since HV is about the time you start using AE2 a lot, I'll be doing PTFE with large chemical reactors to showcase this type of subnet. Also, for clarity purposes, the white cables are my mainnet and the blue cables are my subnet. To start, you'll want to put a quartz fiber on your mainnet connected to the subnet. Quartz fibers won't transfer any data, but will transfer power from other AE2 parts, giving life to our subnet. Next, we're going to put an interface on our mainnet and a storage bus on our subnet connected to it. Interfaces don't push or pull items or fluids on their own, but they will show data from a network and allow anything connected to it to push or pull from it. The storage bus will read the storage data of anything connected to it and show it to a network. It also allows us to filter the information seen by a network. Let's filter our inputs on this one because it's the connection that allows our subnet to see what it needs. Also, when storage buses are connected between networks, it's always best to set them to extract only to prevent random things from being stored in between networks. After that, let's extend our cables to the input hatches and put an interface on each of them. Since input hatches pull, it will pull items, or in this case fluids, out of the interface when we set what we want to input into its GUI. With regular interfaces, we can set them to pull up to 4 buckets per update. Once we've applied all the filters, we're ready to connect all the outputs. The outputs that are being made for inputs and other steps get storage buses, and the final product, PTFE, and byproduct, hydrochloric acid, will get interfaces so they will get stored. Now, anywhere along your subnet that isn't connected to the mainnet, place an ME drive and put some storage cells in it. Better yet, you could use a cell workbench to partition the cells and put an overflow destruction card on the one partitioned to the byproduct. To show the storage to our mainnet, we have to do the same thing with the interface and storage bus connected to each other, but the opposite direction this time. After filtering it to our final product and byproduct, this subnet is functional, but we can make it better by limiting it to a certain amount so it will shut off unless we need it. To do this, we'll need an inverted toggle bus and a level emitter. Make sure the level emitter is facing the cable the toggle bus is connected to, and also make sure the toggle bus is placed in a way that will allow it to cut off all the inputs and outputs when it receives the redstone signal from the level emitter. As long as it isn't also cutting off its storage, it should work properly. Now, once we set our limit on PTFE, our system will shut off once that limit is reached and will only turn on when it goes below that limit again. And that looks like a perfect subnet to me. If you have any questions about this type of subnet, don't be afraid to ask. The next video I'll be doing is auto-crafting subnets, so be sure to check that out when it's complete if you need help with those too. Hopefully the video helped, and I'll see you on the next one. Ciao.